What's up, all you beautiful people? Your boy, the Vanslap, is in the building. It is the Vuvuzela Victory Challenge. Two big games, one in the Bundesliga, one in the Champions League. We need two victories. Let's get in the game. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. Let's get into it. Taking a look back since that Manchester United victory and the Bayern Leverkusen loss, we've been on a good run of victories, including a 2-0 victory in the Champions League, beating Fenerbahce 2-0. We also in the Bundesliga beat Schalke 3-1 in that game. Bibi, Iñaki, and Alencar picked up goals. We then rotated for the next two games just to give some players some rest. Goi picked up a headed goal from a corner. Sven Rao picked up 2 goals from a corner. Lombardi picked up a goal from a corner. And then Alencar scored a normal tap-in. So 4 corner goals. Crazy. And then in the Pokal third round, beating Gruthe for 2-1, thanks to Arnold and Uge with goals. Today we're taking on Bayern Munich. And then straight after it is Porto taking them on. First up, though, we've got to talk a little bit about the squad in general. A couple of players that are looking at being upset, so they will look like they will be going out. Number one is Nelson Silva, very unhappy. We've made a promise to start him more, but I don't think he is going to start more games. I think he has kind of just peaked at the level that he's going to peak at. And you can see, even in the UEFA Nations League, 10 appearances, 12 conceded, 4 clean sheets. It's not a great record, is he? So we're probably looking at bringing in a goalkeeper, and then 2 centre backs. One of them we've promised he will go out on loan is Artur Martinez. If I'm going to send, maybe it's to Salim and maybe try and cash in on the 4.5 million. We did spend a little bit more than that at 3.4 million. It just hasn't really worked out as well as he has. It's kind of like a backup player. And the second one is Foley, who we've agreed to loan out. I will probably loan him out with the option to buy. He did spend 400,000, so if I can get 2 million for him, I'll be quite happy with that. It does mean, though, we're going to have to look at getting in maybe a centre-back or 2 to be on the backup, and then obviously a backup goalkeeper. Holmes, by the way, is going to be going home, and the transfer market, Manchester United have already said so. Right, with all that being said, this is the team that is starting against Bayern Munich. Carrier in goals, Cuestro, Lombardi, Gay, Cesar, Villon, Rao, Shaughnessy, Bibi, Iñaki, and Alencar. Busten is still looking for full fitness, so he is not going to start. Uge, who has started in the Shaughnessy result for most of the time, is just coming back after his nice little rest. And I need to give a little shout out to Uge. 2 goals in that midfield position, even though he is a striker by heart. I kind of like him with that off the ball of 16 and his flair of 17. He kind of just does the attacking midfielder role quite nicely. And Rao, as the advanced playmaker, has been absolutely incredible. Even though, when we look at his stats, the passing of 11 is not the best. But anyway, he is there. He's on the bench. Kikidaki's back from his injury. He's on the bench as well. And then we're going to just put Saha on the bench. Let's get into it. Taking on Bayern Munich. Right, guys, we are into the game. As you can see on the log, I think I kind of forgot to show you that. We are top of the table because we are currently drawing against Bayern Munich. But there's only 1 point difference between the two of us. So this is a must-win for us. In my opinion, we need to win this to try and keep that pressure on the top with Leverkusen and RB Leipzig. Gui picks that up nicely. Rao try to feed in Bibi. Bibi takes a shot. What a finish. 7th Bundesliga goal. His 10th goal in all competitions. This was all just beautiful play here from Rao. Launched him through. Mayo got the little touch initially. Bibi picked it up. I mean, terrible goalkeeping? Maybe he saw it late. I don't know. But BB puts that in the back of the net. And it goes 1-0. Rao doesn't get the assist for that one, so the rating won't drop on it. But we all know, and we all know in our hearts, that was Rao who assisted that goal. I don't know, I've got a hair in my mouth. Got abundance of it, so maybe just fell in and came in there. But we've got another highlight in now while I'm talking about my hair. Villar trying to beat Jose Roberto, couldn't, and now is out of possession. And Hoffman has now exploited that gap. And they're trying to do their best to cut inside. Jean Roberto, Carlos Eduardo, back to Hoffman. Jose Roberto, and what a save from Carrier. That's why we brought in the Frenchman. The power of the Afro. I think I mentioned in the last episode, we've got actually 3 defenders or 3 players at the back, all with Afro, and Goy, Carrier, and Cesar. And I was considering maybe just getting an Afro team. I think that could be fun to have, eh? Technically, O'Shaughnessy in the picture, it wasn't O'Shaughnessy. One of them has a Afro. I think it might have been Specht as an Afro as well. I'm not 100% sure which one, though. But that one means we now go 4 points clear of Bayern Munich in 4th. It also means we go 2 points ahead of RB Leipzig and 3 over Bayer Leverkusen. Of course, there's still 45 minutes left to play, and that's another great save. Another great save, and that's going to be the half-time 1-0. We'll take it. We'll take it. Right, second half is underway. We are actually, it's been a pretty even game, I suppose, in terms of possession. We've just had a little bit more shots on target, a little bit more, I suppose, clinical finishing. They've made some early subs just to try and break down our tired-looking wing-backs, but they're not that tired, actually, surprisingly enough. I have been giving a lot of rest and a lot of rotation. Not so much for Villar, because Kikidakis has been injured. Here is Villar, though, and he's fine. O'Shaughnessy! What a finish. What an absolute finish from that one. Villar pulled it back. And then O'Shaughnessy absolutely buries it into the old onion bag. It's 2-0. We're looking comfortable. We're looking good. We've actually, with an XG of 0.49, I'm not sure how we've scored 2 goals, but we have scored 2 goals. I don't understand this. We look at, we've taken 7 shots, 5 on target, but an XG of less than 1, but scored 2 goals. I don't know. Let's make some subs. Nyaki's looking a bit tired. We'll bring on Arnold. Elsewhere, Alan Carr is not playing great. Mizrahi come in there. Still looking for his first goal in Bundesliga. In the Bundesliga, I think. I don't think he scored a goal in the Bundesliga yet. I don't know why it never lets me click on him. So annoying. We'll check later. And you know what? Rao is looking a little bit tired as well. We'll bring on Bushten. And Cesar can come off. Sitkawaski can come on there. We'll keep an eye on Villar. Don't want to get him too tired. We'll keep that last sub just for Villar in case anything happens. But just basically getting fresh legs all over the park, I think, is a must right now. With just 30 minutes left to play, anything can happen. Or 20 minutes left to play, rather. I thought it was 60 to 70. But not much else is happening. And you know what? I don't need much else to happen. I think it's fine. I don't think we need to worry too much about it. Jose Roberto goes long. Goy will clear. Carelio, our former player, finally getting a start. Or at least come on as a sub. Correct. Finds Demut. Back to Hoffman. Evans finds Mendengosa. That's a goal. This man is just a phenomenal striker. That's his 9th Bundesliga goal. 2nd assist. Well, he didn't get an assist, but he's got 2 assists. Yeah, I didn't think that was offside. Villar was playing him onside. And you know what? Villar, I was going to say, is run his course. Bushten just gives the ball away. There's a kick-off highlight. And now Lemons trying to come through. Carreo. Kurek. Lemons. Kurek. Back to Lemons. Mendes. Yeah, Villa is coming off. He's absolutely smashed out there. Kikidakis come back on. And there's another highlight from the goal kick. Kowalski, what are you doing? What are you doing? You've just literally gifted it to Carrillo, and now he's through, and he knows all about our squad. He knows how they play. Kustra gets beaten by Carrillo. Lemons bouncing around. O'Shaughnessy will give the clearance. Got it. He's just the end of it. Okay. And just encourage the guys, just to give them a little bit of more oomph into the future. With just 1 minute left. Come on, boys. Say 1 minute left. It happens now. I was looking a little bit ahead of the clock. Correct. Correo. Lemons. Correo. Correct. They're really piling on the pressure now by Munich. Demut. Hoffman. Beautiful ball for Evans. Carrier keeps us in there. 5 minutes of extra time. That is a lot. Just that Evans that I wanted to buy, Jake Evans. I think it is about 2 or 3 seasons ago. I think I was still with Antwerp when I was looking at Jake Evans. We won that game, which means we got top of the table. 2 points ahead of RB Leipzig, who have played the 7-1 games. Leverkusen have to win by 3 goals to... No, 1 goal. Okay. Leverkusen could pass us. Anyway, that is it. We've got Porto coming up in 4 days' time. That is a Champions League match that we need to absolutely win. I think we are top of the table in the Champions League. A win against Porto, I think it means we qualify at least for the top 24. So that's something we need to do. Porto are 11th. They're trying to break into the top 8. We need to beat them. We'll see you guys then. Right, we are back for the Porto game. Like I said, win this and we qualify basically for the next knockout phase, but not top 8, but at least top 24. Only one change from the team they beat by Munich. Busten is going to start. He is fit enough to play 75 minutes. So Rao will jump down to the bench. Although Rao has been good, we have been missing Busten's 7 assists. He's our top assister at the moment. Him and Villar are tied for that one. In terms of goals, BB with 10, Alan Carr with 9, Iñaki with 7. The rest are just all playing catch-up at this point in time. Let's get to the game. We are taking on Porto, and it is at home. All right, here we go. 10 minutes in. A must-win on the cards and the Champions League. Gui across to O'Shaughnessy. Finding BB. Beautifully done. BB going for the little chipper. Not going to bother Summers' goal like that, BB. You need to get a little bit closer to really cause some troubles. Summers going for a long kick. Goes deep. Fernandi. Goes across to Lima. Should be easy pick up there from Gui. Goes over the top looking for Alan Carr. It's a good spot. Oh, beautifully done from Alan Carr. That was a beautiful take. What kind of shot was that, Alan Carr? We brought you in to score goals, not to do things like that. Granted, he has already scored 9 goals this season, which is, I mean, we're looking for a 20-goal-a-season player. It is about halfway through the season, so those numbers do need to be boosted up a little bit. Lima. Is that Brian Lima? Was it Brian Lima, the famous striker? Holland scores, though, and I'm not even sure how he scored that. What happened here? Lima beats Villar easily. And the initial header was saved. Carrier across it. Cesar not on his man. Holland scores. Lima, is it the one that I was thinking of? Bernardo Lima. I think it's Bernardo. I'll have to check his history. I think it is him. Yeah, it is Lima. The same one and only Lima that's been at Porto since as far as I remember. There we go. Anyway, Cesar moves it forward. I thought it was Brian Lima. I really did. Bernardo. He played when I was manager of Porto in the previous Vizela Victory Challenge. Summers goes deep, looking for Lima, and he's played it down to Vanden Bigelow. Great save from Carrier. We're living a little bit on borrowed time, hey? I'm not going to lie. I'm not liking what I'm seeing from the team. We do have a corner here. We haven't scored a corner since that Eintracht game, and Kustra hasn't scored a corner this season, so he needs to do better. He needs to do better. We're going to encourage the team just to get a little bit more forward, get a little bit more into the game. Like I said, a victory here would probably secure us a spot in the top 4. A loss, I mean, it puts us on 13 points. I feel like 13 is good. 14 is probably the cutoff. So Cesar looking for option. Munoz keeps it out. I think a draw actually would be enough to get us into the next round confirmed, and then we don't have to rely on the PSG and Lille games. Say you've been terrible. Sort yourselves out. We need a goal. We need an absolute goal right now. And Justin and Bibi, 6.3, 6.3. Those two are not great. This is not good. We're not playing well. We were due for one of these games, weren't we? Bibi. Beautiful pass back to Cesar. Cesar looking for that was close. We've taken 14 shots, and somehow we haven't scored a goal. Let's make some swaps. Bibi is not playing great. Michael come in there. Has played well when called upon. Then on a yellow has not been great. Rao come in there. Shaughnessy's also played bad. Yuge come in there. Maybe some spark of magic from Yuge and Rao in that midfield. We've got to deal with this corner first. It's all the way to Lima. Koistra will clear not as far as we'd hoped, but we do manage to clear our lines. And now we can really just try and demand more. Let's encourage, actually. We need to get some happy, smiley faces, and we don't have them. Mbaye. Rao picks it up nicely. Goy. Villan. Yuge. This is nice. Iñaki. Goes over the top to Cesar. Beautifully done. Michael. Power substitute Emre Michael. First goal in the Champions League. 19 years of age or 18 years of age. He's young. 18 years of age. Hasn't turned 19. He turns 19 in February. Just before, 2 months before his birthday. And Emre Michael puts us back in the game. 1-1 against Porto. Beautiful finish from Michael. A nice little assist from Cesar yet again. Rao plays to Yuge. Good ball to Iñaki. Michael finding Cesar. Got some space. Cuts back. Michael and Cesar. Those two linking up nicely. Michael, Cesar. Almost repaid the favor to Michael there. That was brilliant. They've gone more defensive, which is interesting. So Bana make another sub. Koistra will clear. Yuge, Rao. Those two have really solid up that midfield a little bit. Michael. It's dispossessed. Boy should hit that. Saves it. Yuge now from the midfield. Bursting forward as the striker's instinct. Wearing the number 9 as well. Couldn't keep that down a little bit. I do want to make one sub though. I want to take off Iñaki for Arnold. And then Cesar is looking super tired out there, but he's playing so well. You know what? Koistra, Martinez. And then we'll put Martinez in the middle. Lombardi out on the right. Summers with the goal kick. Subs haven't happened yet. Eduardo Quiros to Carroll. Fernandi trying to fight thus off now. Fernandi with the overlap. Coming in, he's got Villar for company. Villar does his job. That's why we pay him the big bucks. I say that I don't think he's on the big bucks, is he? I don't know how I don't think you can check the values there. But Villar with the throw-in finds Gui looking for Arnold. Villar comes back. Uge. Villar, nice ball in for Rao. Some space now to maneuver and beats his man. And then good ball to Alan Carr. Villar has Alan Carr in the box. Arnold coming for support. Uge takes a long-range effort. We need that goal. We need that goal. It's maybe a bit of encouragement before the corner. Arnold has got Goy in that box and he's looking for Rao. That's a beautiful goal. Beautiful goal from Rao. I thought it was going to Goy. Rao was like, nah. And Rao is not tall, guys. Rao is not a tall kid. 174. Jumping reach of 18. Headering of 16, though. Perfect. Perfect finish. Love it. Love it. That's why we paid the money for Rao. He has come in and absolutely revolutionized this midfield at 18 years old. And that's enough to beat Porto 2-1, which does mean we go top of the Champions League yet again, I think, or at least I think we go top of the Champions League because we are clear of everyone else. And I think just to confirm it, teams secure the playoffs. Union Berlin, Monaco, Atlanta, and Manchester City have all officially now for the playoffs. So at least the top 24 is where we're at. We beat PSG in our next game and Lille, and we 100% confirm, and we could even go undefeated. I still don't understand how we drew to Villarreal. Juventus, right? Oh, poor Juventus. How's Liverpool doing in the Championship? Should we go look at Liverpool in the Championship? They're not even listed as a top team anymore. I don't have the league loaded. I actually took off the league logo so it runs a bit quicker. So we can't check the league. Oh. That's sad. I should have kept it on. Hey. Anyway, that's it for today's episode, I guess. Next time out, I mean, the date of Paris Saint-Germain is looking to be the one to do. The next game after that, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when you come back. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hit the like button as well as subscribe and share it with all your friends, parents, grandparents, lovers, whoever you like. Another episode coming at you. Like I said, the previous episode, I'm not sure on the frequency of these episodes. I am trying my best to get them out as quickly as I can. Just life, so stick with me, guys. I promise you'll get episodes. For now, though, we'll see you next time. Peace.